Hello there, we are Geeks Assembled and we have gathered here once again. And there's just four of us today, but we are going to have a great discussion nevertheless, because today we are talking about ParaNorman. Yes, from the creators of Coraline. And let's jump straight in there. Let's go to Lee first for opening thoughts. Go ahead, Lee. Put your tongue away. It's usually your pussy I'm telling you to put away, but now it's your tongue this time. Opening thoughts on ParaNorman.
With movies like this always gets me thinking of how much hard work goes into making stop motion movies, and I'm just amazed that people put their time and effort into doing these things. So it gets a big thumbs up straight away just for that alone, really. Brilliant story. It's funny. It's not that scary, but it's a PG, of course. But it's of the horror genre, shall we say? I enjoyed this. It's about a young kid who sees dead people. And there's a few characters in this that I do like as well, but I won't go into that until further along the road. But yeah, I enjoyed this. It's a good thing to watch at this time of year, I think. It's fun for all the family. Sit down and watch this. From ages 6 to 90 odd, you can watch this and enjoy it.
Exactly, and I think there is some creepy scenes, though. There are some scenes that will probably frighten younger children, definitely. There are some scenes that can be quite creepy.
I've seen horror movies what are exactly like this.
Yeah.
And if they're exactly like this, Alid, you'd be able to watch these horror movies. So, because if you sat through this...
They're not stop motion, though, are they?
They're not stop motion, but they're exactly, you know what I mean? They're that scary as this. All the jumps and the scares in some other horror movies are exactly like this. You'd sit through them type of movies. And I'm going to have to drag them out on some cast for you, because I know what you like with horror movies, Khalid. But
it's not just me in the group. Susie, who's not here.
I thought he was quiet.
Don't mention Cannon. But let's go to Kevin. No. Let's go to Kevin. What's your opening thoughts on this, Kevin?
Well, when I saw,
Is it your first time seeing it?
Yeah. I saw just a commercial, for it a couple of years ago, and I had problems with the sound. I had to turn it all to 60 or 70% to hear the whole dialogue. So. And I like this movie. I was doubting if it was stop motion animation, but now I know it was. I like the creepiness of it, and the witch, of course. And it's just funny with the uncle that hasn't taken his meds. Like, yeah, he was getting a heart attack, and then no, not yet, and then he's standing up, and then he's going back. Yeah, I laughed at that part, and it was a little bit like Stranger Things was inspired by. So yeah, that's my thoughts for now.
I think most of it, 99% of it, is stop motion, but there are some. I think the ghosts are CGI. I'm pretty sure they are. Well, there are some CGI scenes, obviously, you can see where
of course.
Towards the end with the cloud and battling the girl, the witch, that's CGI.
Of course.
Let's go to Susan for opening thoughts. What did you make of this, Susan? Did you enjoy it?
I did. I thought it would remind me a lot of Sixth Sense. In that there was a kid who was had an extrasensory perception gift and was able to not only see but communicate with and interact with ghosts and stuff and other things, and I love that the zombies turned out to be the good guys in it, and that was kind of fun. That was a good twist. Not like Walking Dead, but like the zombies were like, no, don't make this mistake again, kind of sort of thing, and that was fun. And yeah, there wasn't any. I mean, it was just zombies and ghosts and stuff. So, I mean, there wasn't like an occasional witch, but there wasn't like the whole pantheon of monsters. It was just they concentrated on a few, and that was it. And it was cute. It was funny and endearing, and it was great. So that's what I've got to start with.
Yeah, and actually the story itself was actually pretty dark when you think about it. Like in the 1800s, they were going to kill this little girl. Well, they did kill her for being a witch. They had her killed.
Right.
Which is actually quite dark. And, well, we're doing a discussion, so people would have watched.
Review is usually people watch these things after they're done watching the movie, so please do not worry about spoiler alerts.
And I agree with Susan as well. I've never seen this film. I've had it over a year on Blu-ray. I've never watched it until actually watched it today, and I didn't see the twist coming that the zombies were good. And also the book, what he was meant to read on her grave was a bedtime story, once upon a time, and it was meant to send her back to sleep because every year she wakes up. So I thought that was rather clever how they dealt with that she sleeps for a year and then she'll wake back up. So I thought that was actually rather clever. Yeah, I absolutely loved it from the very first scene. Yeah.
A bit like Brigadoon, that, right?
Say again?
A bit like Brigadoon, that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what Brigadoon is?
Say again? No, I don't.
I says Ali doesn't know what Brigadoon is.
I just agreed.
Yes, I know.
If in any doubt, Lee, just agree.
Well, I know what Brigadoon is.
We'll go to favourite characters actually, because Lee, you said you had a favourite character or two.
Yeah, I mean, favourite characters, and as you say, it is a very dark story, but you got to feel for Norman because the whole world's against him. He's picked on at school. His family picks on him. Nobody believes him. And then he's living in a different world. He's talking to these dead people. Wouldn't it be brilliant just to talk to your grandma? She's always there in the living room talking to you and all that. I think that's brilliant. I love grandma. I think she's brilliant.
But how it ended with her as well, because the father didn't believe at first, and then obviously at the end he believes, which is a really nice touch. Yeah, carry on.
Also, the school bully is a brilliant character. I can't remember his name now, but he's very, very good. Always
Evan.
But also I can't remember his name, but the brother of Norman's best friend, the big hunk.
Oh, the gay one, yeah. He turns out to be gay, yeah.
No, that's what I mean. That is a brilliant thing where she wants, Norman's sisters all over him and all like that. Let's go to let's watch some.
You'll love my boyfriend, yeah.
You'll love my boyfriend, and her face just drops. But I mean, amazing. They're all looking through the books in the library, trying to find the information. You can see him in the background just pumping at the books. But yeah, I think this is really well done. I mean, even the caricatures of the zombies, they're all, arms are falling off, ears are falling off.
With the one with the skin coming off the jaw. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, one of the funny bits what made me laugh is when they opened the door and there's the zombie stood there screaming, and they slammed the door.
And
The
the
zombie
teeth coming
come
through.
the door, and they opened the door. It sung on the door.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. Really well done. Yeah, that's
I mean,
that's.
Another one of my favourite characters is the drama teacher.
The English
The,
drama.
the big burly drama teacher. Yeah.
Nice
And
mask. She was amazing.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, she was absolutely brilliant. And she was putting some powerful stuff into those lines. But it's not only
Burn the witch. Burn the witch.
But it's not only that, it's how they animated every single character. With every single frame, they have to move an eyelid or an eyebrow or an arm, and just how they come across. All the expressions were absolutely brilliant. And the voice acting was just amazing. The voice acting was amazing.
Well, they had some famous people in there. You had John Goodman as the uncle. You had Bernard Hill as the judge.
Oh, Lee, I think you've
Lee.
come out a bit. You've come out.
Your sound is gone.
Push back in a bit. Push it back in a bit.
How's that?
Oh, that's better. Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
What was I saying?
No idea. Wasn't listening.
Bernard Hill, you've gotten to.
Oh, well, that's where I stopped. I said Bernard Hill. He's done. He's been the captain of the Titanic. He's been on everything. Lord of the Rings. He played the judge in this. You had Elaine Stritch as well, a very well-known American actress playing Grandma. Brilliant voice acting, as you say, brilliant.
And let's go to Kevin for it's a bit an oh, that's better. Let's go to Kevin for your favourite characters.
Well, my favorite characters was Evan, the brother that turned out gay. I had to laugh at that part. ParaNorman, the parent of the dad, Norman's dad.
Yep.
And the uncle, and he was creeping on Norman, like. He really was like, and then he was dead, and then the spirit, was free, and then.
Yeah, I love that bit when he went back. He thought he wasn't dead, because he went back into his body, and then he was dead again, and then he was actually dead. That was a good bit.
Yeah, and then Norman had to get the book out of the dead body's uncle.
Yeah, and he couldn't get it. Put on
Yeah.
Oh, and then the tongue. Oh,
yeah, or at the table, when he was smashing with his head.
No, visually it was amazing.
Yeah, the zombies were also funny.
Yeah, no, the zombies were hilarious, and they had character. Yeah, but they had character to them. They felt guilty what they had done.
I found the ending beautiful. It was really
good. No, it was a very, very good ending. Let's go to Susan for favorite characters. Susan.
All right. Well, I enjoyed the other school kids. I loved how they had such disdain for Norman, and I really loved the uncle. That's true, and I loved the bit of business around the book, getting it from the uncle.
Yep.
That was just like you guys were just saying. That was quite hilarious, and I really enjoyed it. I would never seen it before. I'd meant to see it before, but I'd never seen it before. Anyway, it was great.
The thing is with these types of films, apart from Aardman, you don't get many of these type of films. And this could have been made by Aardman, because Aardman do specialize in this type of, stop motion. But actually, it's one of the rare ones that isn't done by Aardman at all. It's not done by Aardman at all. It's done by Universal. Let's go into favourite moments. But this is going to be a difficult one because I love the whole film, really. But I have to say, the one scene that Kevin mentioned with the uncle dying and he comes back to life. And then I like the car chase sequence as well. When you've got people sitting in the cafe, and then the car comes past. And yeah, that was amazing. That was very well done. Just the ending was visually absolutely stunning with the lightning and the place falling apart. And yeah, this film was just amazing. Anybody else have any favourite moments?
I mean, there's quite a few, but
yeah, there's loads, isn't there?
There's a little one with his best mate wants him to see where his dog is. His dog.
Oh, you're on about the stick.
Who got
that
run
made
over.
Me laugh out loud.
The dog that got run over him was in two pieces. That's not his nose.
Yeah. And then when he throws a stick, bounces off the tree and hits the lad. That made me laugh.
But it's so well done, and also the ending as well with Norman and the witch, the little girl, where she goes back to sleep. It's just so well done, where she goes on about her mother and all like that. That does pull at your heartstrings a bit. I'm never going to see my mother again. They took me away from her. And then she just falls asleep on his shoulder.
And what I like about that, can I just jump in a second? What I like about that is that they didn't bring her mother back and it was all a happy ending.
No.
It's not like a fairy tale. It was, she just went back to sleep. Her mother's dead.
Well, you do know that now Norman every year has to go there and read her the story. Take over what his uncle.
From my uncle, yeah. I thought that was that's really clever though. Yeah.
He's the keeper of the book. It's just so well done. There's so many good parts. I mean, you blink and you could miss them.
Yeah.
I mean, even where all the crowd. There was one where with the vending machine.
Oh yes.
The vending machine, looking at the bag of crisps.
And then looking at the zombies. Yeah. And then he goes back for it. He goes back for it. He actually goes back.
This is done by. It's not Universal. But
they've published it, haven't they? Yeah,
the animation company is Leica. It's called Leica.
Leica. Yeah, if you stay to the very end, you actually see a little bit of how they do it. There's like a little where he's building the model of Norman.
Yeah, making of Norman. Yeah, and he gets up and walks off the table.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. Yeah. And another bit that I like about the ending is that the news just reports that it's a hurricane. Because that's what would happen in real life. Really, wouldn't it?
It would be fake news.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it'd be fake news, yeah. Let's go to Kevin. Favourite moments, Kevin?
Well, almost the
same. You had the scene with the uncle.
Yeah, the uncle with the book. And the zombies like, yeah. And all those people hurting the zombies. And, they were like, get off me. They were like, we don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
And then somebody shotgunned the guy with the white hair. He was like,
oh yeah, with the hole for him, yeah.
Yeah. And I like the ending. That was just so beautiful. Don't got it on Blu-ray though, so.
Oh, you'll have to get it on Blu-ray. You'll have to get it on Blu-ray.
If it's available in Holland, or else I have to get it from UK.
And let's go to Susan for favourite moments.
Well, you guys have already talked about pretty much all my favorite moments. Like you do in these casts, it's just the way it goes.
But there's 100 moments that we've forgotten that I'll remember after this cast. I'll go, oh, do you know what? I didn't say that.
Yeah.
So you might think of something that we haven't thought about because it was all good, really.
Yeah. I liked it. Well, like I said, I liked the interaction in the school, and like the two of those boys both scrubbing the slur off their lockers at the same time.
Oh yeah, showing they had a connection. Yeah, showing the connection between the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cute, and I loved the little girl witch and her power at the end. I mean, that was quite amazing. So yeah, those are some of mine.
And does anybody else have anything to add before we wrap this up? Like I said, there's probably
I hope a sequel comes, but who knows?
No, I doubt there's going to be a sequel. Is it based on a book, by the way? Or is it
I don't
original?
know.
Is it an original story?
I think it's original.
I think it's original.
Yeah, I think it is. But it was very good because I'd never watched it before. I thought it was going to go in one direction, but it went in another direction, if you get what I mean. Because you've seen it before, haven't you, Lee? Yeah, so you knew how it was going to end. But I didn't know it was going to go down the route it did, which made it very clever. It was very clever.
Yeah. I haven't seen this since 2012 when it came out. So,
and do you remember being surprised by how the second half went, really? You know, when you learned...
I was surprised from beginning to end how deep the story went, and how it ended on a high, on a brilliant ending, and you do feel for everybody in it, really. As the cover of the DVD says, you don't become a hero by being normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was what was it? What his sister said? Oh no, the geeks are in control now.
Yes, they definitely are.
That's our line.
That's our motto. That is our motto.
Yeah.
That's our motto.
It's from the makers of Coraline too, which I've seen.
I hope. I agree with Kevin. I hope somewhere down the line that they do make a sequel. If they can make a sequel to Hotel something, they can make it to this.
Yes.
Well, they can easily make a sequel to it because it makes sense in the story because she wakes up every year.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't go past
they could easily fit a sequel in there.
But they don't even have to include the witch in another story because he
No,
sees dead people. It could be something else.
Yeah, you're right. It could be anything. Yeah, because like you say, I love that bit when the film starts off. He's walking down, at the beginning of the film, he's walking down the street, and like he's talking to people, but they're not there. He can't, and he's talking to ghosts. But
well, like the dead raccoon on the road.
Yeah. and the bloke's watching him, and then you start to see them. They slowly appear into the picture. What you can see, you go into his world, and like you've got the woman impaled in the tree, Yeah,
and then the ones. Good morning, Mrs. So-and-so. She says, "Can you smell burning?"
Yeah.
Smoke or something like that. Yeah.
And then you've got the bird with the thing round its neck. The can wrap around its neck. Yeah. No, it was a great film. We might as well wrap it up now. Then let's go to Susan first for a final say and score. Because I've usually been going to Susan last, so we're going to start off with you first, Susan.
Okay, thank you. I will. I'll probably suggest this to other people to watch just around this time of year. It's, and I'll give it. It was a really enjoyable piece. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, come on, go give it a 10. It deserves, for the animation alone, it deserves a 10. Come on, Susan.
I'm just going to stay with a 9. 9 is fine.
Okay,
9 is great.
9's a good score. 9's a good score.
9's a heck of a lot better than 8.
Yeah, we can edit it. Let's go to Kevin. Let's go to Kevin. Final say and score, Kevin.
Okay. I'm going to going to give it an 8.5 for the movie and 10 out of 10 for the animation.
So we're going to say it's a 10. And let's go to... You don't know what you're talking about, dear Kevin. No, he's from the Netherlands. They never do. Let's go.
You racist.
Let's go to Lee.
Oh, do you know? Oh, I think I need my meds. Oh,
Quick, are we insured or something? Oh, dear.
oh, I ain't gone yet. Oh,
Not yet.
not yet.
There are a few that would like to see it, though. No,
as I say, I really do admire the hard work what goes into these movies. Just for the animation alone, it gets a 10 because it's just hard work across the board with that. But the film, it gets a 9 from me as well. But for the animation, it's a 10.
well, for me, I would say the animation, the cleverness of the writing, because it is clever. It is a clever film. The ending and the humour throughout, both visually and in script, it's absolutely amazing. I can't give it any less than a 10 because I really, really enjoyed it. I can't give it any less than a 10. So in fact, it's getting a Beef Dad solid gold-plated 10.
Cool.
And I would definitely recommend it. Wouldn't everybody else recommend it for people to watch who might be watching this now?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Yeah. And, you might say, because I know some in the group say these types of films are for children, anybody can enjoy this. So anybody can enjoy this. Yeah. It's very, very clever.
Because there is the humour there is for all ages. The youngsters will get it. The older people will get the sort of adult jokes in it.
Yeah.
So it's across the board. It's fun for all.
But it's a clever story. It's not paint by numbers. It's not a very basic story like we did. I know we've done Shaun the Sheep, but Shaun the Sheep is a fairly simple story for obvious reasons because nobody speaks in that. But this is actually, a clever story. So yeah, it's a 10 from me. That's it. That's your lot. Tell us below what you made of this film if you've seen it. And we better go we better phone an ambulance. So look after yourself. Remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all our videos. Look after yourself. Take care. And we'll see you next time.